Thank you very much for joining me for this first session. Um, Everyone's made up their characters and equipped them. Um, I'll provide some background for the campaign, and then if you want to each introduce yourselves and/or your character, that would be awesome. Okay, so this campaign is we're in AD&D on Fantasy Grounds, and it's very nostalgic for me to go back to Saltmarsh because it is such an iconic setting. So iconic they even brought it back for 5e. You've got a coastal town, and so you've got potential for seaborne adventures and smugglers and pirates and what have you, and then as well as the surrounding area. And in Greyhawk in particular, so we're going back old school with Saltmarsh and Greyhawk. You've got the Hool Marshes nearby, and it's on the south part of Keelland and near the Sea Princess. So there's plenty of opportunity for adventure in Saltmarsh and its environs. So if we want to go, hey, to Lee first, if you want to introduce yourself and/or your character, that'd be awesome.
I am Arterial Onatule. As a young boy, I was orphaned as our village was marauded by orc raiders, killing my parents. As I witnessed the brutal murder of my parents, I also saw my brother, Norval, felled after being hit in the head by a large orc wielding a Morning Star. I only survived myself by pulling dead bodies over my own, masking my presence until it was over. After the raid, I was able to bury my parents, check on my brother who survived just barely, but permanently affected somehow. Slower than I actually remember. Scavenging became a way of life for us as my brother and I searched through the woods for food, maybe not eating for days, until we were eventually found by some elven hunters who took us to their village, thankfully taking us in and treating us as their own. As I matured, I did everything I could learn the arts of the warrior so I could one day exact my revenge on these evil and vile race of orcs. Eventually, I joined the Keelan army along with my brother, where I mastered the skills of a fighter. And upon leaving the army, my brother and I have struck out on our own to battle evil, wherever we could find it. My brother Norval, as I nod my head to the right, is also with us.
Yes.
And there's none other that I would protect more. Norval.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I wasn't sure if you were done yet because all right. So yes, as he alluded to, my character is Norval, who is his brother. I put my take on our shared background in the character background chat, so I'm just going to give you my appearance and a little bit about the personality of this character, just so you can get to know him a little bit. So what you see before you is a young elf with an average height and build, with brown shoulder-length hair with just a whisper of red in it. He has sharp features and a large scar that you can make out above his right temple, as it slightly juts out just from his hairline. He seems light on his feet, and there appears to be a deep wisdom within his eyes. Unfortunately, while you can clearly see that the lights are on, it unfortunately appears that nobody may be home. So, just to give you a background on this personality, I'm just going to go ahead and read this to you verbatim here. So, it's in first person. I have a hard time speaking and formulating thoughts, which often will result in broken and stuttering speech. I am forgetful, easily distracted, and struggle to read even simple words. Sometimes I manage to recall various words of wisdom, stories, and phrases I learned along the way, and recite what I can remember to people, often with mixed results. Sometimes people are confused, and other times they pause before slowly nodding at me in agreement. Maybe I'll be good at this someday if I keep practicing. Aside from that, I hate the big uglies, read the orcs, because they killed my family, and they like to destroy the nature that I so love. I would also follow my big brother anywhere. I have a strong affinity for the creatures of the forest because I can relate to their perspective on how they view the world. I often look to squirrels for guidance when I'm not sure what to do. This is especially true of my best friend Acorn, and you see a squirrel, small female squirrels, like running around in my backpack behind me. She goes with me nearly everywhere. I also have a pet rock. I was walking down a steep hill once, and he tripped me to get my attention. Obviously, because rocks can't speak, he had to trip me. And he then followed me down the path as I walked. His name is Bob, which is quite odd because he's not very good at floating on water and almost always sinks. He also prefers to be carried because he hasn't gone on a walk with me since the day we met. And while not so good at speaking, he is a great listener and never complains when it takes a while for me to put my thoughts into words. Sometimes he likes to warm himself by the fire before sleeping at my side at night. And I show you a round rock named Bob. Next.
Yeah, that's great.
I have a 3 intelligence. That's where that's coming from.
Very good.
Okay, George, you want to go ahead?
Sure. This is George. I'm running Asadar. Asadar is elf. He's kind of average height, average weight, young for an elf. He's particularly nimble. He's also a fairly strong individual. The word that best describes him would kind of be searching. He's come upon a cache of small letters that is locating his brother somewhere in the Saltmarsh. He's been looking for his brother for a while. On top of that, he's still kind of searching for his kind of station in life. He has various skills. He's practiced stealth. He's practiced with weapons, range. He's a good companion. He's a good operative as far as scouting and searching for things, but he's still kind of searching for things on his own and where he fits in the whole scheme of things. He's originally from the Dreadwood, and he does have some skills working with individuals, organized security forces, and has some experience with removing evil creatures from the forest. So he's here to adventure.
Thanks, George. John?
Hi, everyone. So I'm going to play Nikolai. Nikolai is a half-elf, although visually he certainly leans more heavily towards the human side of his heritage. He's somewhat short and somewhat rotund. Nikolai enjoys good food and good drink, often more of it than would be prudent. He is a devotee of Bakab, deity of magic, and he has been known to throw a prayer towards Farlanghan and Celestian as well from time to time. He dresses in purple robes with golden thread embroidery at the neck and the wrists and at the foot of the robes with the symbols of Bakab, Celestian, and Farlanghan, as well as a number of celestial bodies. He carries a mace and a small buckler on his other arm. He is he is more of a book learning person than a hardened adventurer. He is not very strong, not very nimble, not very quick, unless of course you're talking about the final pastry on the plate in the middle of the table.
Then he's a ninja.
Yes, then he's got you hands down. He's a cleric and he's a mage, and he is somewhat quiet and introspective, and hopefully when he speaks he has good reason to, and I guess you could say that this is I guess would be one of his first few times out in the real world, away from the halls of learning at the monastery or the church, or with the senior mage who is his mentor and teacher. So he's kind of seeing the world for not the first time, but pretty close to it.
Excellent.
That's it.
Very good.
Thank you,
I
gentlemen.
did give you guys a description of Artariel. He's pretty much the stature of an elf, a little stocky, in good shape. Obviously, you can tell he's been in battle quite a bit. Worn chainmail that's seen its share of battle, it seems, with scrapes and scars on it. And he carries a long sword and a short bow. You'll notice with his temperament that he seems to be fairly quiet most of the time, but in battle you'll see that he becomes very animated and decisive.
Very good.
Awesome. Okay. So you've come together on the road thinking to travel safely in numbers. You share a destination, and you're heading to the town of Dagger Rock, which lies between Burl and Saltmarsh. And you're supposed to go and meet up with the proprietor of Greg's Tavern. So we'll catch you on the road as you follow the river. You come upon some humans around a campfire. And so I'll pull up a map here for you.
Time of day?
It's afternoon. It's still bright out.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you a mechanic question here with how you want to handle something.
Sure.
So, like for instance, Cure Light Wounds is a casting time of 5 segments. So I would, based on what we said earlier, I should roll my initiative, and that will be my start of my cast time, and then that will fire off 5 segments later. Is that correct?
I think the initiative actually takes into account the cast time, so that's the modifier on the initiative.
It does, but I didn't know if you're like doing the whole interrupt spell thing, and how that would handle it. Okay, I do see that there when I expand it out. I was just wondering how I should act on that.
So if you're casting that, you do that initiative and you're hit before your initiative comes, then it's interrupted.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
From the time I start casting, right?
Yeah, so it's like you start casting.
If I roll a 10, I start casting at 5. If I'm hit between 5 and 10, or 5 and 9, it interrupts the spell.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
10-4.
A campfire. I wonder if they have food. Or if they're friendly.
I can warm my pastries.
How many around the campfire?
There's 4. Looks like they're cooking lunch.
Do they notice us?
Yeah, they see you coming down the road. Oh, yeah, I put my map down there. So. Okay.
Did I lose you guys?
No,
No.
hear you loud and clear.
We're here.
Yeah,
Do they notice us, Dwayne?
yes, they see you coming down the road. Sorry, I think I had my mic off.
Any initial reaction seeing a group of elves and half-elves walking up? Do they take interest initially, or do they? What's their initial reaction?
They look at you. They see you're coming down the road. You're not making any attempt to hide, but they are maybe a bit cautious.
How far away again?
Let me share the map and you can see.
Okay. Atariel throws his hand up in a wave. Ah, okay.
Okay, I see. We got a little bit of a water element by us here.
So it looks like they settled into your unlock tokens here, so you can move up.
Okay.
Okay, they're unlocked.
Okay.
They're watching
Water-
you. They're not getting up. They're just kind of keeping an eye on you as you advance.
Well, I'm thinking we'll walk up in a kind of a casual manner without any intention of spooking them.
Yeah, Tario will continue to walk over to the edge of the creek.
Yeah, it's shallow where the road hits it. It's like a ford, so it's only about a foot
Okay.
deep.
All right.
Kind of use that as a natural break there to kind of hold off.
Nikolai will quietly cast a spell before he gets too close. Armor on himself, just in case.
Okay.
Are they cooking anything?
Yeah, it looks like they've got a leg of lamb on a spit over the fire.
Tario will yell across the Hail, camp! What goes? How are you?
We are fine, one of them answers. We're just taking a rest, coming back from market.
Ah, we're just weary travelers on the road, heading towards Greg's Tavern in town. What know you of the road?
There's rumors of bandits, but usually it's safe.
Do they look armored at all?
In your profession?
No, they don't look armored. They're
Okay.
just wearing like cloth.
Do they have weapons or tools or what? Can we tell what
They
they
have
have?
farm implements,
Oh, okay.
kind of.
All right.
Few of
Arturo
them
turns
look like they have
around.
clubs.
Okay. Arturo will turn around. Norval, it's okay. You could come on. Just stay close. May we enter the camp?
Please, please, there's plenty if you would like to partake.
Okay.
Nikolai, they said dinner's ready.
Oh, he comes up quickly.
We turn around. He's already sitting by him. Well, we'll proceed then past the creek.
Atario will scan the woods behind them and to the south.
Yeah, good idea.
How deep is the creek again? Sorry.
About 1 foot.
Oh, okay.
It's
I
a-
can manage that.
Yeah, it's a ford there where the road meets it.
It's okay, Norval. It's not deep. You can cross.
And what brings you travelers to these parts?
We're to meet some acquaintances at Greg's Tavern in town, so we just are making our way from the forest. We should be there in a day or so, I would think.
It was called Greg's Tavern, was it?
Yes.
Are they familiar with that tavern at all? I'll ask.
We don't know a Greg's Tavern. There's a Grog's Tavern in Dagger Rock.
That's got to be it. That's got to be it.
What's it like?
And as you're speaking to them, all of a sudden, arrows start flying from the bushes.
Uh-oh.
From all areas, or from the south, or from the east?
From the south and from across the creek.
Back across the creek from the way we came?
From where we
Yeah,
were?
where those bushes are south of where you came.
Oh.
Right there?
Yes. Yes, from that set of bushes.
Okay. What do these guys do? The
They
humans sitting there.
say bandits, and they're forming up to charge them.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'll stay out of their way since they seem to know what they're doing.
You will cheer them on.
So from the south and from the southwest across the
Yeah,
creek.
across the creek. Looks like that's about 50 or 60 feet across, maybe.
Yeah. So Arterial will say, Azadar, you come in from the left. I'll go to the right. And I'll charge to there to see if I can't see where the arrows are coming from.
Is the south area higher ground than where we're at?
A little bit. There's a little bit of a rise. So roll initiative, please. I'll
Okay.
start round.
Oh, sorry, it was attack. Sorry. There you go. That's better.
Okay, so this farmer starts to head this way. And as you're heading over, an arrow's fired at you, Arterial.
Okay.
Misses.
Where did it come from? Do I see where it was shot from?
Yeah, it somewhere there. You see that?
Oh, wow.
Cool. I love talking with my mic muted. God, I had so much to say. No one heard me.
Okay, so
As I get closer to the edge of the woods, can I see? Is the wood dense, or is it? Can I see?
yeah. So Azadar took a shot.
Okay. Same location from the south?
That one was from across the creek, and I'll point out the location. So you think he's up about maybe 50, 60 feet back. It's a bit of a rise, so you think he's up that hill in that thick area, so near where the arrow is.
Okay.
Oh no, that I was talking to Alterio. You think he's just across the river? There's some rocks there and some woods. Yeah, so you think the one across the creek is back there.
Okay.
That was the one that shot at Azadar?
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
so confused about the initiative.
So.
Oh, what happened? Did it skip?
Did it?
Oh,
Nikolai didn't go, and I didn't go.
Nikolai and.
yeah, it didn't start at. For some reason, it didn't start at the top. Oh, okay, that's the problem. Sorry. Oh, I think because. Yeah, I'm not sure why that happened. Okay, so who did we miss? Let's go
It's
back.
not the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nikolai didn't start with Nikolai. It started at Norville, I think.
No, I didn't go yet.
It started at Ariel. So okay. So Nikolai.
There you go.
Okay. The first thing, I've got my back to the water. Take a quick look down at the fire to see what kind of food they're cooking, and then quickly take a look to where the men were sitting around the logs and such, and look to see whether they have what I would expect travelers on the road to have, like maybe packs or baskets for carrying stuff, or sacks or something that tells me that they have supplies for their journey that they say they're on, and I'll kind of back away a bit more towards the grassy area just behind me, trying to keep an eye out for any more arrows.
Okay, they do have a couple sacks, but doesn't look like they would be able to carry a lot in those. And yeah, it looks like they're traveling pretty light. Over on the other side of one of the benches, there's a goat tied to a rope, and yeah, that's what you see.
Okay, so I'm going to move back into that little grassy area. If do the rocks there, do they provide any sort of cover, or are they just ground level?
If you move to the rocks more by the river where that vegetation is, you could get some cover.
All right, well then, so he'll go kind of back here as well. And I guess I'm going to keep an eye out in the direction from which the arrows have flown, because I'm pretty well. I have nothing that can match the range of a bow or anything like that. So I'm just going to try and take cover for the present future.
Okay. This gentleman steps back and over this way, and he's scanning across the creek, trying to see if he can catch sight of the bandit. Norville?
Oh, I see the arrows fly out of the trees, and the very first thing I exclaim as they go, "Bob, attack!" And I drop the rock I'm holding. At the same time, I yell, "Bushes, help!" And I cast my integral spell goes off.
Okay.
I have no idea what's over there, so this is where it's going.
Okay, so you cast it, and you hear cursing from the bushes.
Multiple voices?
One voice.
One voice.
Yeah, the rate of fire, you think there's one bowman in each spot.
Okay.
Do you want me to actually target him and cast him? He's not in the combat tracker.
Yeah, let me put him. You see him now?
Yep, no, I saw him on the map. I just didn't. All right, so I'm just going to hit the cast and save on it and go from there.
Okay.
There we go. He failed.
Is in tank.
Woo!
Nice.
And that is my turn. And hopefully Rock does some damage on the ground there in front of me.
Okay, yeah, this guy had already moved up with Alterial. Then we did Alterial's turn, so Azadar.
Yeah. As Artero moved up, did he see the archer?
Give me a wisdom check.
Okay.
Yeah, you catch sight of him up right beside a tree
Okay.
up the hill.
Okay.
And you see that he's ensnared by your brother's spell.
Okay. He will stop and sheath his sword and pull out his short bow.
Okay.
So Azer is going to look across the creek to see if he can locate the other bandit or archer.
Okay. Give me a wisdom check. In the tower, please.
Sure.
No, you don't catch sight of him this round. But Nikolai sees him, and he's just on the edge of that rock, actually right where the arrow is pointing. That's where he is.
And that rock there, how tall is that rock? Does that provide some cover from across the creek if I crouch down?
Yeah, that's about 3 feet tall. So yeah, you could get some cover if you got behind it.
Yeah, so I'm going to move to that area at this point. I'll go to one knee, try to maybe keep down low enough where I can take a look and see over the rocks towards that other side of the creek. Try to get a bow shot next time.
Okay. So he does fire at you, but he's got some minuses because you're undercover. He misses it. Bounces off the rock in front of you.
Okay.
Give me another wisdom check because you're trying to sight him while he's firing.
Yeah, trying to.
Still can't quite place where he is.
Okay.
Okay, it's initiative. That's interesting. Oh.
We need to roll it anyway because
Yeah.
of,
Let me change it up because they, for some reason, it set them all the same. I want variable.
So we should hold off.
Yeah, because I'm going to probably advance the round again. So,
okay.
yeah, there. Okay. Okay, that's doing. Okay. Yeah, you can go for your initiative.
Okay, I just need to check and see what my range is on the sling.
Are we not? Are we auto rolling or no?
No, you can roll your own. It's going to auto roll, but you can roll your own.
Okay, you want us to roll around. Got it.
Yeah, I do because it's not going to pick your action properly.
Understood. So, well, I'll ask you that question when it's my turn. Oh, awesome! They fixed flick and drag too. Nice. If you remember, that was broken last time I played.
Yeah.
Yep. John, I think the bullet sling is 5, 10, and 20.
Oh, forget that then. I might as well walk over there and drop it into the water.
Well, that's in that that's not 50. That's not 50, 100, and 20. That's 5, 10, and 20, right?
Yeah, probably would think so. Yeah, I mean a sling is pretty limited. Okay, hang on.
So,
what are you doing, Norvell?
yeah, I don't know why I put my initiative at. Oh, that's my hit points. Never mind. I'm sorry. So in 2E, I can move half my movement and still do something, correct?
Yes.
So if I run into a space, it's 50. So if I stop just short, it would be 45, which should be half of my movement. We don't have squares, so I'm just guessing. I'm just going to kind of skirt over the campfire here and stop right there.
Okay.
And then I am going to... What is the... How much time does it take for me to do my first aid? Is that a delay in the round thing? It takes me the whole round?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll delay until the end of the round. And 1 second, I don't have that set up on my hotbar yet. Oh, I still can't click and drag. All right.
Okay, this farmer steps up and swings at Arterial.
Oh no.
Oh.
This farmer moves over and swings at Nikolai. And misses.
Arterial yells out, "They're all together! It's a trap!"
Of course it is.
Of course. It's too good to be true, right?
Exactly.
He swings at Norvell. He's using the flat of his blade, though.
Oh.
He missed. Nikolai, this farmer just took a swing at you. What are you doing?
Well, I'm blasting him with 2 magic missiles.
Ooh, boom.
Solid choice, I approve.
Ooh, he has a lot of hit points.
Damn it.
It's a hefty farmer.
And I guess for the next round, I will. I'll pull my mace and ready my my mighty buckler, my little my serving tray strapped to my arm.
Awesome.
This farmer moves up on Arterial. And misses. That archer is entangled. This archer fires. Minus. Actually, no, he doesn't. He actually moves out of concealment and is coming across. But he doesn't get an attack this turn. He's a
So he's right next to me now, huh?
Oh
Yep.
boy.
Can I just drop the bow and pull out the short sword?
Yes.
Give him a thrust? I'll do that. I'll just drop it at my feet. That's a miss. I'll stay there, supporting Norvell.
Altario. You're beset.
So in
Arterial,
one
you're
swift
beset.
motion, in one swift motion, Arterial drops his bow, pulls out the longsword, targets Farmer 3,
Have at it.
and hits.
Nice.
Nice.
Even better.
And drops him. And he will delay for his second attack.
Oh, no, next round.
Oh, okay. You give me, okay.
Yeah.
So it's 1 and 2. Okay, that's fine.
Beast
Fair
mode.
enough.
All right, finishing what I was doing because, I'd already started it. I finished trying to bind Azadar's wounds.
Okay.
And
I'll
let's see,
tell
if I coded this right. Look at that. He's healthy.
Awesome.
And
Okay.
And
New
initiative.
round. Initiative. Could be worse.
oh shit. Can you adjust my initiative and move it to 10, please? I will be using my longsword. I screwed up there.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Thank you, sir.
Azadar.
All right, I'll go after the same one here. Give me 1. Nope, not quite.
You notice up close now that the farmers, like, it looks like they're not wearing armor, but it looks like they have heavy padding on underneath their clothes.
Okay.
Altario, this is your 2 attack round.
Okay. Get rid of that guy.
Oh, yeah, I cleared it all, so
Get him, brother.
sorry.
That's all right. I got him. Number 2, right?
Look at
Nice.
that.
Good rolls.
Nice.
And with delay.
It's going to return the favor.
Okay.
But unable to complete. Norvell.
So, Farmer 3 is down, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
just okay. Because I'm obviously paying attention to my brother, and he killed one guy or dropped one guy. So I will draw my longsword and attack the one directly in front of me, which is human, whatever this is. Farmer 3.
Yeah, me targeted too.
Oh yeah, still. Sorry, let me fix it.
Oops. Ow.
It's been a couple weeks since I played, so bear
No,
with
that's
me.
okay.
I was on vacation.
Watch that attack from friendlies.
Yeah, gotta watch your friendly fire when I'm around.
Pop him one right here.
You can do it, Norval.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Did I
That's
not
my
target him?
brother.
You can just drag and drop that on the token, and it'll apply.
I had him targeted, but whatever.
That happened to me the other night too, so no worries.
I'll just roll the damage. And I'll drag
Good job,
this-
brother.
I'll drag it on this guy.
I think it applied it. It's just hiding it for some reason.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's weird. Nice hit, brother.
Yeah,
Doing well.
I'm only showing him as human, so that's probably what it is. There's something weird going on. All right, that's my turn, and I will hit my turn complete.
This guy swings at Nikolai, and you see he's using a club, and it doesn't look like he's trying to brain you. He's trying to knock you out. He missed. Again, he's attacking Norvell with the flat of his blade. And he missed.
Good.
Nikolai.
Okay, so this guy's probably standing slightly elevated compared to me. So I'm just going to do a swing from right to left and try to hit him in the stomach, or perhaps slightly below the stomach with my mace.
Okay.
Boo.
Oh, okay. This guy swings at Azadar.
No.
And misses. And he is not using the flat of his blade. He's actually aiming to kill.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Altario.
Artera asks him if he would like to die or surrender. And he doesn't hear anything, so he swings. And misses.
Yeah, when you say that, he just grunts and he's still being aggressive.
Ignore that. I hit delay, and for some reason it delayed.
Okay.
Still bugging out, I think, on the trunk complete.
Initiative.
Next round.
Son of a bitch, I did it again. Sorry, I gotta get used to this. I'm actually at 9 because I'm attacking with my longsword again.
Alterial.
Okay.
Sorry about that, Dwayne.
No worries. You're at 9.
See you later.
Oh, that'll work. Ouch.
Nice!
And I look over and see my brother is beset. And how much movement do I get?
Half.
Hang on just a second.
Oh, sorry, Dwayne.
No,
Didn't mean
that's
to
fine.
do that.
Oh, do what?
I said half because I was reading the rules earlier.
Yeah, no, that's
Okay, so
that's
my
fine.
movement's 120 and he's 50 feet away, so I'm going to head over to there. And I'm going to take my keeled arm and try to interpose it between Norval and the attacker as best I can, just to try to protect my brother.
Okay.
Okay.
Nikolai.
All right, I'm going to try it again. Sooner or later, I'll be successful. Not this time. Can I try to move, like, just shift a little bit out of the water and
Yes.
kind of onto dry land?
Yes, you can. Where do you want to go?
Just right to there. I'm not breaking contact or anything, just sort of trying to shift around.
Well, that side is a bit tough because that rock you were getting cover in is kind of there in between you. To the other side is actually a better choice.
Okay.
You're good, Mike.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Okay, he swings at you while you're repositioning and misses.
Okay, let's try this sword thing again. And I miss. And I will, hopefully this will work right this time. There we go, I did. Awesome.
Azadar.
Going after human one again. Wow. From bad to worse.
Not your night.
I'll stay there. Dwayne, you want us to advance it, or do you want to advance the tracker?
I can advance it.
Okay,
I'm
no
watching
problem.
it. He swings back in response. Oh, I thought it was a 20 there for a second.
You got it.
That would have been adios, and
There
there comes my brother.
So this guy switches targets to Alterial because he just saw him down two of his compatriots. And he misses. Seems a bit intimidated by Eterial's skill.
Around.
Initiative.
Azadar got skipped.
Okay, just a sec. Let me see what's going on. Okay.
It's going off the like default roll.
Yeah. I'm gonna get it to pause at the round start. See if that.
I think that would work. Where the like the
Or turn off the auto roll.
Okay.
So.
Oh wait, that'll actually screw you for the enemies, though, right?
Yeah. Let me see.
Well, it's not the auto roll. I think you want to have it where it stops at the end of the round.
Yeah,
and you
that
have
one
it-
is separate. So yeah. So
Yeah,
pauses.
you want it to stop at the start of the round or stop at the end of the round, and
Yeah.
and you want it to set all of our initiatives to 99 at the start of the round. That way, we'll all be at the bottom of the tracker until we roll our initiatives.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it's so awesome playing with people that know what they're doing. Thanks, John.
So I'll go ahead. Oh, there you go.
Dope.
From the pan into the fire.
Oh, I don't have the fumble tables loaded. It looks like.
Awesome. Let me do that. Let me advance that tracker.
Well, sorry, Dwayne.
Yeah, that's my bad. So I won't. I'll let it pass.
Ooh. Oh, the rolls are terrible. Oof.
Norvell. Yeah.
As I was casting early on in the round, I go, brother! And I reach over and touch him. And I'm done.
Nice. Okay. And this guy swings at your brother, so that might come in handy.
No!
Man, I can't get a hit.
They're swinging like I am. Good.
I'm okay with you rolling bad.
Nikolai. What do you do, John?
He's casting sleep.
Oh, nice.
Right, like that. And there's my number of hit dice affected.
They go down. Both of them slump to the ground in front of you, Azadar, Norvell, and Ontario.
And now, unfortunately, I've left myself wide open for this clown. But, had to be done.
Ontario. So the ones in front of you, slump to the ground. You see Nikolai is still pressed, though. Oh, is Lee muted?
talking to myself.
Yep. Unmute your mic.
Yep. So I believe I can get over there with half my movement and get an attack.
Oh, measure it out. Let's see.
Oh, definitely. 27 feet. So I will clear him and target him.
Oh, you may get a bonus from behind there if he hasn't turned yet.
Yeah, he's facing, so you can take a +2.
All right.
That's pretty good.
Oh, I needed it.
Still hits. Nice.
Wow. Wow.
Boom.
Ah, nice shot.
Max damage.
Lee, now I know why you keep saying wow when I hit shit in the other game.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy. Roll an 8 and still hit.
Okay.
Are you good, Nikolai?
Yes, thank you.
So you are out of combat now. What do you do with these ones? You've got 2 slept and 1 entangled.
Well, this wasn't very friendly.
No, it was not.
What kind of food did they have?
Well, there's still that leg of lamb on the spit over the fire. We're going to share an image of what they
Wow.
look like.
Aha.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess we could probably search them. We've got. We should do something about that guy that's entangled though before he escapes.
Yeah.
And we should probably put these. I put them to sleep. It won't last for too long. So we better do something about them.
Tie up. That's all I say.
Okay, I've unlocked tokens so you can move around if you like.
Okay. How far inside the entangle is the archer in the woods?
He is at the back edge of it.
Yeah, he was.
We only have about 5 minutes for the ones I put to sleep. So
I am up.
Okay, you've got them tied up.
Okay, good.
What's the duration on the entangle, Norvell?
It should have the duration on the guy that is entangled.
Okay,
Oh,
let
it
me
doesn't.
check.
What the hell? Hold on one second.
Did you put
The duration is 1 turn, so 10 rounds. We got plenty of time.
Okay. I think to put the duration, you have to put the effect on.
Oh, I thought I did. My bad.
yeah, we still probably have about 4 rounds.
Yeah, I think we have about, yeah, that's right.
So
Pretty much
2 are-
accurate.
Yeah, 2 are tied up and then 1 in the entangle.
Okay, as you go up there, you skirt the entangle, and you hear noises coming from about 20 feet in, further into the bush behind where that guy is. Okay, that is material.
Human noises or animal noises?
It's hard to tell. It doesn't sound like someone speaking. It's like a grunting.
Norval, not Norval. Norval, you stay back. Arterial will go in the woods. Hazadar, you want to help me with backup?
Yeah, I'm heading that way.
You move back there and you see 2 individuals. One human-sized and one like halfling-sized. And they're bound and gagged.
Ah. Well, let's get the gags off, perhaps. Well, we take care of this entangled guy yet?
He's getting ready to.
Now, let's do him first, because these two aren't going anywhere.
How are you managing?
I'll tell number 2. You can make you can take this the easy way or the hard way.
He says,
When we drop this spell, drop your weapons.
well, I'm
or-
not fighting you. You took everyone else out, so yeah, I'm not up for any more trouble.
Oh, good. He's giving in.
I'll yell out to. I'm going to go about right there, and I'll yell out to Norval. Norval, can you make the bushes stop?
Yeah, so I can cancel the spell. I'll end concentration on it.
Okay, so all the brambles and everything that are surrounding him drop down and kind of recede into the ground.
Lie down on the ground, face down.
He complies. He does, and he's kind of shaking.
Azadar, do you have a rope?
Yeah, I think I've got a piece of rope. Let's tie up his hands at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a piece of rope, and then I'll take his weapons from him.
Okay.
And let's
Material.
at least
Let's
gag them and see what's going on. before we
Agreed.
tie them.
Agreed.
Okay, you see it's a man dressed in a it's got a wolf skin vest, and it's a boy, human boy, tied up with him.
Are they injured at all?
Well, they look like they've been roughly handled, but not bleeding, bruised.
Right, so we were noticing the other guys were kind of smacking us with the sides. Do we find those kinds of marks on them?
Yes, you do. Although they were, Azadar, they were attacking you full out. So was it Norvel
Right,
and
yeah, okay.
Nikolai that they were trying to subdue?
And a subdue.
I wonder if that was because they were spellcasters.
I think it might have just been they were worried that I was going to eat all of their leg of lamb.
Well, let's maybe take off a gag and see who they are and where they're from and how we can help. Well, obviously we can help by letting them loose.
Let's start with the man.
Yeah.
You there? What caused you to come be bound like this?
I was tending my flock, and these ruffians came upon us, and they beat my nephew and I with clubs and told us they were going to sell us to slavers.
Did they say where they were taking you?
No, they didn't.
Was this your goat? Point at the
Yes,
goat.
it is.
Ah. Oh well. I start leading the goat over to where the man is.
Yeah, let's lead everybody over back to the campfire.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, they move with you. He says, I need to find my flock of sheep, too. The little boy, once you untie and take his gag off, he says, are you heroes?
We just happened to be coming down the road and we're able to give you a hand, so call us what you will.
I think you must be heroes.
Well, it seems that they've cooked us a good dinner. I think we should partake.
Well, it depends on what you call a hero. There was one year at the local fair I ate 3 legs of ham, and I won that contest, and people looked at me with awe. So perhaps I'm an eating hero.
Arturiel looks him up and down and goes, "That you are, my friend. That you are."
That's right. He's got a sandwich named after him, a hero sandwich.
So the adult says, "My name's Kurt Charbonnier. Have you seen a flock of sheep anywhere?"
Kurt, where be your pasture?
Right. How far are we from where you were taken? Was it right here or?
No, it was more towards Dagger Rock. This is my nephew. He comes out with me to herd the sheep sometimes, and he lives with his family in Dagger Rock. If you could escort us there, we'd appreciate it. I want to get him home safe.
We're headed that way.
Yeah, by all means.
We should take this rabble and turn them in while we're there.
Yep.
Yeah, Captain Bearclaw will take care of them.
We search their pockets and all the ruffian pockets, and as far as their clubs, if they're wood and everything, we'll set them on the fire.
Yeah, so the archers did have long swords as well, so that's what they were swinging with.
Arturiel will take a look at the long swords to see if they've got any worth to them.
They seem normal, average human construction.
Okay. No armor on any of them? Just padded?
Yes.
Any coinage?
Yeah, coins or tools or.
Yeah. Throw some to the party sheet here. So they had some gold, some silver, and some copper.
Oh.
Oh, nice. Okay. So I think Arturo will take. We'll bind all 3 of the ruffians back to back, and bind their hands.
Okay.
Good, brother.
And Arturo is going to march them over to the middle of the stream and set them down in the stream. Smack one of them by the head and goes, "Sit here and think on what you've done."
Yeah, they comply because you have them in your power, but they don't look too happy about it.
Mm-hmm.
One of them grunts, "We're not children. We know what we're doing." Okay. So how long do you sit them in the water?
Arturo mutters something in Elvish to them.
They look at you quizzically. One of them says, "I don't understand Fey speak."
Just understand this: you're lucky you're alive. and he pulls them up out of the water and sets them over by the rock.
Okay.
I assume it's getting up in the evening now?
Yeah, it's later in the day. Kurt tells you you'll probably arrive in town just after dusk if you leave now.
Nikolai,
Yes.
I think you should grab the leg of lamb.
I don't mind if I do.
Grab carry out. We're going.
We're going to eat on the road.
Yes, we are.
Well, it'll make the walking tolerable. Are we taking these clowns with us?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we're going to turn them into the local authorities. Along the way, we'll look for Kurt's sheep as well.
All right. I assume we have them well trussed up and tied together and all that.
Yes, you do.
Norval, did you get Bob?
It's like Bob is loaded.
I pat my pouch and say, Bob here.
We should go. So we make our way. We'll have Kurt lead us, since he knows the way.
Okay. Yeah, he leads and he's looking off both sides of the road amongst the hills, searching for his flock.
As we're walking, Arterio will ask one of the archers, what slavers are they connected with?
Says, I'm not going to tell you nothing.
He takes his longsword out and nicks him in the cheek. And goes and says, you can tell me now, or you can tell Captain Bearclaw later. It's your choice.
I ain't saying nothing now. The little boy is watching you intently.
We've plenty of time to figure it out. I won't kill you on the road, although I should. We make our way.
So the little boy introduces himself as Neil and he says, have you ever been to Dagger Rock?
I can't say that I have, youngling.
Yeah, I don't think we have.
Oh,
What know you of this town?
Well, there's a dagger which is in the river. It was driven into the river by a giant who was so stupid that when he saw his reflection in the river, he immediately tried to kill it with his dagger.
Great story.
Is that so? Is the dagger still there, young one?
Yes, it's huge. It's like two of
Actually,
you
like
put
a-
together tall.
Oh. They're not known for their smarts, unfortunately. But to each his own. Do you have any brothers and sisters, little one?
Yes, I've got 2 sisters and 1 brother.
Are you the oldest?
I'm second oldest.
You're second oldest. Well, won't you have a story to tell your brothers and sisters?
I know, this feels like an adventure.
Are you hungry, little one?
Yes, I am. Those. And he nods his head at the bandits. They didn't feed us much.
Nikolai, can you part with a bite or two of the lamb for the little one and his uncle?
Oh, well, yeah, sure, why not? Here you go, and sort of sheepishly hands it over.
Thank you, sir. Are you a wizard?
Well, sort of. I follow Bacab, um, the, uh, the one who makes the magic that that wizards and mages call upon.
Oh,
Kirill leans over to his ear and goes, "You don't recognize Nikolai the Great? He is a great wizard."
so Neil draws in a deep breath and looks with wide eyes at Nikolai.
I just nod my head at him, wink at him.
So you make your way to the town, and you see it up ahead of you.
Yes, yes. Why? Let me show you. And I'll use my cantrip a few times to make little swirled colors in the air and a breeze that smells like uh, something sweet and fresh, and little raindrops falling from the sky.
He stares in awe and catches his breath.
See, I told you so.
Are either of them hurt?
Yeah, how are they moving? Decently or?
Yeah, they seem like they're a bit stiff from being bound, but they seem okay.
No sign of the sheep?
No, you don't come across them.
His name is Kurt, right? The older gentleman?
Yes.
I think so. And the boy is Neil?
Neil.
Yes.
So do they know a bit more about these folks being taken as prisoner, and do they have any background on what's happening, or is it a recent occurrence?
Well, they didn't know anything about it until this crew captured them. And after they caught Neil and Kurt, they'd actually caught as well a female magic user and a dwarf cleric. And then they like traded them off to someone. But those people weren't interested in Kurt and Neil. So they had different destinations for them in mind.
Trading people off? That sounds like slavers.
Does.
This will not do.
Were there others beyond the ones that we saw? Not the ones that they traded off the spellcasters, but were there more bandits in this group, or was this the whole group that you saw?
There were a few more that had joined them, but they left when they sent away the spellcasters. So I put you in the bottom right of this map.
Let's see, okay. So can Neil advise us of some of the buildings as we walk through town? Because we're going to take these bandits directly to the captain.
Right. Yeah, we don't want to have monkey around with them in town.
Okay, so yeah, he lives The sheriff lives at Bearclaw Keep. It is towards the center of town. You can go. It's a second right turn, and then you're right there.
Okay. So as we go by these buildings, I'm going to ask what they are.
Well, to your right, as you're coming in, that's Grog's Tavern.
Building 1.
All right.
So, as you
Okay.
approach Grog's Tavern, can you give me a wisdom check?
Anyone or all?
Everyone.
Okay.
Everyone but Alterial notices that there's someone lurking in that tree right before Grog's Tavern. Looks like he's trying to hide, but he's not doing a very good job of it.
Look straight at him, laugh, and wave.
He looks embarrassed and says, "Hey, fair folk, what are you doing here?" And there's kind of a slur to his words. I'm Jim.
Jim, what are you doing in the tree?
Yeah, hiding poorly.
I'm watching this establishment of half-breeds. They cause trouble.
Absolutely. Good on you. Good work. You have to be careful. You can't trust those half breeds any farther than you can throw them. Would you happen to know where the constable is? The local authority, the lawman, the sheriff.
Not enforcing the law, that's for sure, else he would have rounded them all up.
Who be them? Who you're talking about?
The half-breeds in here.
What have they done to be rounded up by the constable?
They're criminals. They're criminals.
They are. What have they done?
Terrible things. The owner, Grog, he eats children for his midnight snack.
Oh, he does he? Well, we might just have to check it out a little bit later.
And he has one of his men used to be a horse until Grog made a bargain with an evil wizard and had him turned into a half-ogre like Grog himself.
I'll turn her over to Carl and go, "Do you know this guy?"
Carl whispers to you, "Yeah, that's Jim. He's a town drunk."
I thought so.
I'd like to meet that wizard. That sounds like a neat trick.
I glance around at everybody, and I look at the town drunk, and I sagely say, 2 hands in the bush is better than 1 hand in the bird. And I nod.
You listen to him, Jim. You listen to him, Arterial says.
Jim looks very puzzled, and it's almost like steam's coming out of his ears.
You think on that tonight, it will come to you in the morning, I promise.
I nod at my brother.
Something will come to him in the morning.
Yeah. Can we see through the trees to like building 8 or building 4?
Yeah, the trees are sparse in here in the village, but you can see building 8 and building 4. So
I'm gonna ask Carl what those are.
okay. Well, he points at building 4. He says that's an empty house. It was built by a man who disappeared about 2 years ago. It's for sale if you're interested.
No, just curious. And
It's
what's
been empty for 2 years, though. Probably all sorts of rats and infestation and vermin and bugs and everything in there.
Nothing a good cleaning wouldn't fix.
True. What be those large buildings over to the left there? Building 8.
That's Elmo's farm. He just moved here.
Jim, is there a jail or a courthouse?
Yeah, it's up past Grog's, and you keep going and take the second right.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Well, Jim, you keep an eye on them, okay?
I will.
Watch that road.
See if you can convince the sheriff to come and take care of these miscreants.
Will do. We move on.
Rolling moss gathers no stones, I say to him sagely as I walk by.
Again, he looks very puzzled.
So maybe like 13 or 14 or 12 might be the constable's place. Maybe.
Yeah, so as we go up the road, we go between buildings 11 and 12, and I will ask Kurt what they are.
Yeah, so he points when you get up and you can sight 13. He says that's Bear Claw Keep there.
13 is? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
11 is the guard station and jail.
All right. And what are these buildings on either side of us as we look through the woods before we make the right turn?
12 is the blacksmith shop. So he says, well, you might as well drop these guys off at the jail here at 11.
We'll head to the keep first and turn them in there, unless is the sheriff at building at the keep, or would he be at the blacksmith shop?
The sheriff could be at the jail or he could be at the keep.
So the blacksmith shop is number 12. What's building 11?
That's the jail, 11.
Oh, okay.
Is there a watch in this town? Like wandering a bit, or is it just a sheriff and
That's Jim.
Yeah, he's doing a darn good job.
Kurt says, well, yeah, there's some guards, but they usually hang out in the jailhouse.
okay?
We don't really patrol regularly. It's
Yeah, I didn't know
very
if
quiet
we
here.
might have seen somebody by now.
Arturo will poke his head in the jail, see if he sees anybody.
Yeah, there's a man kind of half dozing at a table.
I'll open the door and knock.
He starts.
Good day, sir. Good day.
Good day to you, Sir Elf.
I'm looking for Captain Bearclaw. Would you might know where he might be?
I think he's out ranging on a hunting party.
Oh.
He'll be back in a day or two.
My name is Arturiel Arnatunle, and me and my fellows were coming down the road about a couple of hours of here, and we were beset upon by bandits. We
Bandits,
have,
you say?
yeah, we have 3 of them. We actually were going to turn in.
Well, good on you. I think Captain Bearclaw will have a reward for you if this all pans out to be true.
We
Can
have some
we?
of their victims too.
Oh yes, witnesses are good.
So, can you put them in holding until Captain Bearclaw gets back in town?
Absolutely. And then Kurt strides in and says, "Come on, snap to it, Abel." And then the guard's relieved to see a familiar face. "Oh, Kurt, what's going on?" And then Kurt relays a story, and so the guard is more comfortable now because he has corroboration from someone he knows. So he hurriedly gathers up the prisoners and locks them away.
Did we ever locate Kurt's sheep?
No,
Never
you did
did.
not.
Anybody turn sheep in?
No, no one's turned sheepish.
As we'll take our leave, and we will be here for a day or two. You probably can find us at Grog's Tavern, unless you know of any other suitable accommodations.
Well, the Widhams have a nice place. I don't know, like how comfortable your kind is with half humanoids.
Oh, really? Where's the Widham's place?
It is. Oh, actually, I had it wrong. It's 13, so Bear Claw Keep is somewhere else. My mistake.
Okay. All right.
Oh, Bear Claw Keep is 14. Okay, so yeah.
Oh, down the road a bit. Okay.
Yeah. So 13 is the Hearthfire Inn, and it's owned by a couple named the Widhams.
Hearthfire Inn. Okay. I'm putting this in notes, guys.
Cool.
So I say we go check out, and it's probably night or close to night. So I think we get ourselves settled.
Okay.
And is there a general store or something along those lines in town?
Let me see.
You can tell us later. I just
Yeah, it's going to be fairly small. I'm just trying to find it here. Well, there is the blacksmith. He has they're pretty proud that he is actually quite skilled for such a small town.
He must be able to repair damaged armor, I'm guessing.
Yes, he can even craft armor. Up to chainmail he can craft.
Hey,
Oh, that's
Joanne,
right.
These folks we brought in, did we see any markings on them or tattoos or anything that might have
Brands,
Yeah.
someone went at them with a hot poker or something like that.
or any kind of colors, belts that were the same color, something that like a group or a gang type
No,
of thing?
they seem to have embraced their disguise fairly enthusiastically. Um, so you do not see anything obvious.
Okay. Maybe Bear Claw might know what's going on in more detail.
If you guys don't mind, I'm going to grab one of those longbows.
Sure.
No, by all means. Are there any arrows left?
Yes, there are. They each had 10 additional arrows
Okay.
left over. Yeah, so yeah, there is a general store. It's number 16. It's
Okay.
Van's general store.
We should definitely sell the additional longbow
Yeah.
and the swords.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Well,
So
I'm
I
not
think-
thinking anything, but yeah.
That's quite astute of you, Norval.
Are you feeling better?
Norval has moments.
Moments of
Norval,
clarity, right?
Norval, do me a favor. When we go into the inn, if you don't mind, would you keep Acorn in your pocket? They might not like squirrels inside the inn, so we'll just keep it our secret, okay?
Yes, brother. There's no taste for accounting.
Absolutely. So we want to go to the inn.
So which one? So there's
We're going to go to the Hearthfire Inn, I guess, and get settled.
Okay.
Does that suit everybody?
Sure. That's 13, right?
Yes, we're close by, and
Yeah, that sounds
we
good.
can get settled, and then we can always head over to Grog's Tavern in case we want to start looking for some information.
How far does Kurt and his nephew live outside of town, or does he live in town?
Well, they're going to go stay with Kurt's brother, Neil's parents, and so
Okay.
they're in the town.
All right, so they're okay then.
Yeah, they're good.
All right.
So we're gonna bid them farewell and thank them for their information and get ourselves settled in for the night.
They thank you for the rescue. And
You're most welcome.
Neil says, well, if I ever need heroes, I know who to call.
Arturo pats him on the head and gives him a wink.
Okay, as you approach the Hearthfire Inn, you are greeted by a middle-aged couple. And I'll share a picture here.
Okay.
Well, they know how to eat.
This is looking promising, Nikolai.
Yes, yes. Obviously, they know how to make good food here.
So it's Jack and Mabel are the proprietors, and they are very excited to see you. And they say, we don't get many adventurers. Often they are drawn to grogs, but we're so happy to see you. You can join our loyal clientele.
You were referred by one of the constables over at the jail. We ran into a little bit of scuffle on our way in with some bandits, but we took care of them.
Good for you.
What might be your room and board?
Well, are you sharing rooms or are you having separate rooms?
I think my brother and I would share a room. I'll turn to Norval, nod my head.
I could share with Nikolai.
Okay, so
I want to.
Yes, very well.
We want separate food tabs, though. That's okay.
So it's
Nikolai looks crestfallen.
And I want the bar key, too, on top of that.
Nikolai likes to split the bill evenly.
Yes, fair is fair.
So it's 5 silver for a room for 2 overnight.
5 silver,
Yes.
Very reasonable.
and that includes dinner and breakfast the next morning.
No.
How much for dinner and breakfast?
So for dinner and breakfast is 3 additional silver.
I look at my brother and I pull out the 5 copper pieces that I own.
And silver.
And I hold up 9 fingers and I say, enough? Question mark.
And I take his hand and I close it back over the coppers and go, you keep these for safekeeping. I will take care of this for us.
Don't go showing all your platinum out in the open like that.
Shiny, and I nod.
Yeah, Nikolai pays the 8.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to disperse the money.
Oh yeah, you can split the money from the bandits and then.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
That'll work.
Let's see, 2E, it's 10 silver is gold.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
5 golds of platinum, right?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay, so.
Glad somebody knows I can't keep up with all the rule sets.
No.
Well, if you play AD&D, you don't really need to worry about what the other ones do because you're already playing the best one.
That's true.
I'm not arguing with you. I do agree, but.
Okay, so I'll pay for me and Norval. And go get settled in the room and come back down for dinner.
Okay.
Anybody else in the inn?
There's a couple people. They don't look like locals.
Do I know anything about the contact we're looking for at Grog's?
You're supposed to be speaking to the proprietor, Grog himself.
Okay.
Or
okay, I just want to make
Greg,
sure.
as you were told. But
Greg, as I was told, yeah.
But apparently something was lost in translation.
Yeah. What time of night is it?
It's about 9 p.m.
So what I was wondering, rather than going into Grog's in the middle of the night when it's probably going to be its most rowdy, maybe we have a good night's sleep and we head over there in the morning.
Next day sounds reasonable.
To when it's everybody's nursing their hangovers, and we can potentially talk to the owner then, with maybe less of an issue popping up.
Okay.
Yeah, we might be able to double back to the jail and see if they found out anything from those 3 guys you brought in too.
Yeah. And we'll also head by the general store and unload the long swords and the longbow. So the total number of arrows, Dwayne, that we got, it was 20 total. Two of the bandits were archers.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. I'll take 10 of them if you guys don't mind.
Regular or sheaf?
Regular.
Okay. I think the other bowman is Azadar, right?
Yeah, I got a short bow.
Okay.
And me, but I have 30 arrows.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about your class. Okay,
Yes.
cool.
It's actually my preferred weapon, is my longbow.
Nice. Okay, so you guys good with resting the night and getting up in the morning and unloading the stuff, headed by the jail, and then going by the Grog's Tavern?
Yeah.
Yes, brother.
Did we get a good night's sleep? Like as in time to recuperate and rest our spells and regain them?
We're not quite there yet.
We will, yeah.
Oh, I thought we were waiting till morning. My apologies.
Oh, you are waiting till morning, but there's something happening in the night.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
sorry, I ate too much. I apologize.
So you hear cries of alarm coming from the town in the direction where you arrived, and this is about midnight.
Mm.
Look out the window if there is one.
Can we see? Can we see that? Is it the tavern? We would think maybe where it's coming from.
So in the direction of Grog's, you smell smoke and see flame.
Oh.
Ooh.
And I'm guessing there's people being rousted and heading that way
Um,
from the
you s-
alarm? Or
you
what's the
s-
action in town?
You see the townspeople, they're up, but you don't see any moving to help.
That's Jim. He's taking matters into his own hands.
Are the Whittams up, the ones that own the bar we're in?
Yes, they're up.
So I asked, what's the situation with the alarm and no one assisting? Do they know anything?
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Some people don't take kindly to the strangers being in the town. Like we have no problem with them, even though they've cut into our business. They Some of them are rough folk, but we haven't had any problems with them directly.
So, what do you think, guys? Did we go check it out?
Well, I think so. We were kind of sent here to
Yes.
go there. So let's head over and see what
Yeah.
assistance we can provide, if any.
Yeah. So we'll go running down the street and see what we could find or see.
So you run over there. And
Anybody out of the tavern?
Well, it's actually not the tavern itself that's on fire, but it's the stables in behind.
Oh.
Is that two?
No, it's a building just south of
Oh.
2 that's just off the.
Oh, just near it.
Oh, okay.
But close enough where the bar might catch on fire or the inn.
Yes.
Are there people trying to put the fire out? Do they have a bucket brigade or something?
Yeah, they're bringing water over, but they don't have a line. It's people dashing back and forth. You see a couple half ogres bringing buckets, like handfuls of buckets, but it's they're having a tough time.
So the military discipline and organization kicks in with arterial, and he'll run over and say, "Hey, hey, let us help. Hey, we need to form a line. You go there. You go there. You go there. You go there. Start passing buckets, one at a time. Come on, quick, let's go."
They look at you surprised, and from your tone, your commanding tone, give me a charisma check in the tower.
Okay. Oh, hang on, I'm hiding my tower.
Lee, you might want to check what Norvell's saying in the chat too. Okay, they look at you hard, but then they decide, yeah, it seems like a good idea, and they fall in.
Okay. So we
Try to get into a rhythm here. Buckets
try to
full,
get
help, buckets back.
Okay, you organize the line and get a rhythm, and yeah, it's looking like it's being effective. It's like yeah, the stables aren't going to fully burn down; they're going to be heavily damaged, but you're also saving it from spreading to the inn.
Okay. So all four of us, I assume, are helping with the buckets.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
So however long it takes, once it gets under control, do we see anybody outside that looks to be in charge, or giving any directions to any of the half breeds?
Yes, there's a large half ogre. Let me get his description. Where did I put that? Just give me a second. Okay, he is a massive 8-foot tall humanoid with long yellow fangs protruding from his upper jaw. And after everything is sorted and the fire is just smoldering, he stares down at you with great black eyes and empty white pupils. And reflexively, when faced with this, you feel like reaching for your sword. But then he smiles and says, "Thank you. Thank you very much. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't rendered assistance."
Oh, you're most welcome, my friend. I take it you be Grog.
Yes, I be.
I am arterial.
Can I offer you some refreshment? That's surely the least I can do after you helping save my establishment. Perhaps you need a place to stay. I don't recognize you as being local either.
No, we're new to town. We're new to town. We just came in. We would welcome the refreshment. We happen to have a room already, but we would certainly we'd certainly like to take a moment of your time to chat.
Grog, you look like a man who knows how to put out a good plate of food. Might you have anything on serve?
Oh yeah, Matilda is always cooking, and for you, she'll make something special.
Oh, we'll be right back, guys.
Oh, why don't we all take a 5-minute break for bio and such?
Oh, 5 minutes. Good idea.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Sounds good.
Awesome.
Nikolai needs to spend some time thinking about that.
Okay.
I'm back.
Still waiting on John and Mike for the ready check.
Okay. I
No problem.
I pulled one of the long swords over instead of the longbow, and I killed it after I put it back in. I might have put the wrong one back in, Dwayne. I'm double checking my rolls now, so let me see what that does. That works. Okay, we're good. And then I got to set up the longbow with specialization. Not specialization, but proficiency, I should say. Okay, we're good.
So you take a look at the sign, and I better wait till those guys are back before I start this.
Okay.
Who are we missing?
Oh, you don't see the ready check?
Nope.
Oh. John, are you there? Then we're just missing John.
Okay. Okay, Dwayne. So in the adventure background, we're heading into Dagger Rock in search of a contact at Grog's Tavern, which
Well,
is
actually,
Grog.
it's Grog himself, or well, you thought it was Greg, but it's actually Grog.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Do we know why we're searching for him?
He has information about something that might help your brother.
Okay, that's what I needed to know. Okay, cool. Well, when we go into here, you stay close to me. You got it?
Uh-huh.
I nod my head.
Can I walk around, or I have to stay by you too?
I have no worries about your abilities.
Yeah, that long sword and bow we have, we might want to strike a deal with that armorer. We could probably use that as maybe some collateral for getting armor repaired and stuff too.
Yeah, I was going to try to barter services as well.
Yeah.
I've got a proficiency in weaponsmithing.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
So yeah, between all of that, if he sells armor or weapons, or also does work on them, then maybe I could trade out some work for getting our armor fixed. Because I'm down. My armor took one hit, and yours did too, right?
Yeah.
You're just down one on your armor.
Just one.
Okay.
That's weird that the ready check didn't come up for Mike.
Yeah.
It could be under one of his maps, right? But usually it comes up on top, and there's an audio too. Dwayne, does leather working? Does that allow me to repair armor? Says you
Leather
can-
armor.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the blacksmith won't know how to repair leather armor.
Good. I guess I can do that myself then. That's what I'm wearing, and that's my skill. So, saddlebags, sandals, leather armor, backpacks, harnesses.
So George, did you play any games this weekend?
You know, I bought a ticket, but I never really had a chance to get into a game. I watched a few. Got quite a couple of the like little seminars and stuff, but wasn't able to play.
Yeah, I'd signed up for a couple, but then I got worried about being ready for mine and being ready for this. So then I backed out. But I gave them lots of notice, like
Yeah,
4,
sure.
5 days notice.
Oh yeah.
Not like the people that canceled my game didn't show up. So I was fortunate that Bain stepped in. He came in. I was talking to him Saturday, and there was one ticket left. Then he said he could have his wife on standby, so they both ended up playing. So we had a party of 4.
Oh, yeah, good,
Oh, that's
excellent.
cool.
Yeah, usually I'm in an Ellen Growy session and a couple others, but this time I just too much going on over the weekend.
Yep. I think John just came back. I just saw his chat.
Hey, John.
Hey, John. John, do you see the ready
Hey,
check?
hey. I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Do you see the ready check?
I do.
Oh, okay. Because yeah, okay. So you saw it, but yeah, Mike didn't see it. So I was.
It's
just
supposed to
checking.
be in chat, right?
No,
No.
it shows up in the middle of the
Look at
screen.
desktop. It says ready check. Click. So like a
Yeah,
little-
the thing with the ready check is it doesn't pop up on top of everything, so it can be in behind something else.
Yep,
in the
that's
middle
what
of your
happened.
screen.
Oh, okay.
It was behind all my maps and crap.
Gotcha.
I'm so used to it being in chat anyways, but whatever.
Yeah. Well, it's all good.
All right.
Okay, so we're going into to have a drink with Grog, right?
Yeah, tokens are unlocked, so you can move in.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna drive you crazy, Mike, because I didn't line up the grid. Oh,
Well, for his character, it shouldn't drive him nuts. Big plays.
We're just going to follow Grog.
Lead us to the grog.
He leads you to a table right in front of the stage.
Okay. So we sit down and go. Yeah, we're new to town. We were actually going to try to come talk with you about a few things. So I'm glad we were able to help put the fire out for you. We sure had to see your place burned down.
Yeah, I put my life savings into this. So please come in, enjoy yourselves. You'll find my entertainment good, my food even better, and plenty of ale and spirits for all. And it's on the house for you for your help tonight.
Oh, well, thank you. While I have you, could I ask a favor? My brother here, when we were young, unfortunately he was injured, and it's an injury of the brain. And I was told that in my travels that you might have some information where we might be able to get him treated. If you know of anything, I would gladly be in your service and pay what I can. But any information you have would be appreciated.
Well, I know something that might help you, not directly, but it could be used in trade to this mage I know, and he might be able to help you. And it's an item that he covets.
Oh,
But he doesn't travel himself. But if you could bring this item back to me so I can verify you've got the right item, then I can send you to him. And I think it might be something you could bargain with to help your brother.
what might this mage's name be?
Thrid.
Have you not sought out the priests of Palor? They are widely known for their abilities in healing injuries and ailments.
Not directly. We have searched all over in our travels, but unfortunately, nothing has helped so far. But we definitely need to keep that in mind. But I was given them information to talk to this gentleman here.
So elven clerics have tried to help Norvel, but his affliction has seemed to elude their powers.
I nod sagely at my brother and I say, the tree never falls far from the apple.
That is a wise saying, my friend, my brother. As I turn back to Grog and say, what is it what item is this that you need to be used in trade?
Well, there's rumor that an alchemist in Saltmarsh was working on the Philosopher's Stone, and he may have come close to success. So if you could bring, even if he didn't succeed, if you could bring his notes, they could be used as a bargaining chip.
Do you know this alchemist's name?
Bairn.
And he's here in Daggerford?
He's in Saltmarsh, but there hasn't been word of him for over 10 years.
So let me make sure I have your information straight. If we're able to obtain Baron's Philosopher's Stone or his notes, these would be suitable items to trade to rid the mage, who would then be able to heal my brother or give us information for someone who can.
That is correct, except the mage's name is Thrid.
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 So Frid may be able to heal. I'm typing these notes. Or provide info on who can heal Norval. I nod my head in thanks to Grog and tell him that we appreciate his hospitality and we're glad to be of service in helping save his stables. And tell him that we won't take any more of his time, but we certainly appreciate his hospitality.
Oh, please stay. And he gestures to a very attractive young girl carrying a tray. She comes to your table at the stage, and there's a comely elven minstrel who starts playing music on a small stringed instrument. And the waitress identifies herself as Mary and asks if there's anything you'd like to drink or eat. Says there will be short wait for the food as they're very busy tonight because a lot of people have straggled in after the fire, and some of the townspeople decided to come and partake after the excitement has died down.
So just to clarify, the clientele now is more mixed and more or less half breed and at least a little less dangerous looking, I guess is the best way to say it.
Well, yeah, not many of the clientele are. It's more the staff are. There's
Okay.
two half ogres, but there are also humans in the staff. You see the cook. Here, let me share a picture here.
I will absolutely have a second dinner. Oh my goodness.
That's the cook out front, and then in behind her is the elven minstrel.
Okay.
All right.
Well, she looks like she knows how to cook, so I'm willing to try whatever the specialty is tonight.
The food that is cooking smells really good.
Arterials will take an ale and turn to Norvell. And Norvell, would you like something to drink? And then he'll turn back to Mary and say, and he'll have one too. And I think Bob will have one.
Bob thirsty.
She looks quizzically at the rock and says, "Oh, of course," politely.
Acorn 2. Brother, Acorn 2.
Oh, we'll have one for Acorn as well, if you don't mind, Mary.
Who's Acorn?
A friend. And he winks at her.
Okay.
Knowingly winks at her.
She blushes. She is very attractive for a human. So she says, okay, and so she goes to put your orders in for the food and get your drinks. Um, so the elven minstrel starts strumming her lute, singing in common to the drooling male patrons whistling at her. As you listen more closely, you begin to make out some of the lyrics above the din. Realize that the beautiful song she's singing is actually a raunchy seafarer's work tune.
Cover your ears. I'm just kidding.
I cover my ears.
I grab one hand and go, I was just kidding, brother.
I cover Bob's ears.
Ontario laughs and goes, that's the way. So as we're waiting for our food, Arterial looks to the group and specifically Nikolai and Azadar says, I can't ask you to follow me, but if you would be so generous, I have to search this lead out. I'd do anything to heal my brother. As he relates more about what happened in their youth.
Oh, don't be silly, my good man. Well, at least to Saltmarsh. I was heading that way anyways. And for what it's worth, I'm quite interested in finding out more about this philosopher and whatever papers they may have. My Lord Bacab dictates that his priests seek out new magical information and the like.
Well, I thank you, my friend. I could ask no more. What say you, Azadar?
Oh, absolutely. Time for adventure and time for seeking. I'm in.
And after Azadar says that, Mary brings the drinks and sets 3 down in front of Norvel, and 1 for each of the rest of you.
As we each start taking a drink, after a while, as we get down into our tankard, I look over to Norval and go, it doesn't look like Bob's too thirsty tonight, Norval. Do you mind if I take his ale? Do you think Bob would mind?
Bob is okay.
Well, we'll ask him.
Bob, would you mind if I had a taste of your ale?
Bob doesn't say no.
I reach over and grab it, and I lean over to Norville and go, you have no finer friend than Bob.
Friend.
So turning to the north, you see an immense fireplace burning bright red and casting flickering orange shadows on the walls. Mounted over the fireplace, a giant-sized, double-bladed axe, flanked by 2 equally gigantic shields, reflects the lantern set about the room in a cool blue light.
Any crest or anything on the shields?
No, they're plain, but it looks like there might be markings on the axe.
Can we tell? Are we far enough away to where we can see it from our table, or?
No, you'd have to go up to it to try and read it.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, take your drink and wind around a bit, right?
Yeah,
Taking
yeah.
in the sights. In the
Why not?
meantime, has Grog figured out what happened with the stables and how they caught? Do we know what happened there?
It says, I don't know, but I'd appreciate it if you came and spoke to me in the morning. And I have to retire and think about it.
Okay. Maybe we'll check out that axe a little bit. See, must be a pretty huge axe.
It looks too big for even Grog to wield it.
Does it look more ceremonial, perhaps?
And you notice that under Grog's vest, he's actually wearing a chainmail underneath his clothes. Mary comes back to deliver your food, and you notice she might have a bit of a chill.
Mary, whatever is wrong. You seem a little out of sorts.
Oh, it's cold over here for some reason. I'm gonna go by the fire for a bit, warm up.
Hmm.
Seems just right to me.
So the food in front of you smells delicious.
We watch Nikolai with delight to see what happens when he digs in.
And the acorn crawls out of Norval's backpack and is trying to climb up on the table and get into one of the bowls.
No, Acorn. No.
He chitters at you.
Give him a piece of food and keep him in your backpack, please.
And
I
don't
do
go
so.
by Nikolai's bowl. Don't go near it.
Yeah, I dig in, all the while wondering if, thinking to myself, if there's some sort of a magical effect from that double-bladed axe. Um, it looks a little strange to me.
Well, there looks like some kind of writing on it, but you can't make it out from here.
If we haven't gone up yet, Azadar will take a walk up there and see if he can make it out. That's to the north.
Yes, that's the fireplace. What languages can you read?
I can read axe. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. It's like common, Elvish, or at least languages. Knoll, Goblin, and Orc.
It does not look like any script that you recognize.
Okay. I call over. Well, Nicholas looks busy. Nikolai looks busy with his meal. Tyrael, come up here. See if we can read this. I'm having some difficulty.
Arterial can only speak Elvish, Common, or Orcish, so he'll look at it, but he doesn't. He'll say, "I'm not sure how much use I'll be, but I'll take a look."
As Arterial moves over, one of the patrons says, "Get out of the way!" Because you occlude his view of the minstrel.
Oops. Down in front.
Arterial will turn and bow and step away. My apologies, my friend.
Norville, don't you want to go over and take a look at that axe? Seems like it must be pretty interesting.
I kind of wander off like over here.
Okay, all of a sudden, Norvell, there's a loud scream from above you.
I look up.
Gazing upward, you see a young man dangling by his feet from a railed balcony 12 feet above. The balcony runs the length of the second level, except for the area over the stage, which is a clear view of the roof 30 feet above floor level. Another half-ogre with skin black as coal pushes his way through the crowd above, forcefully grabs the young man's leg with only one hand. After dangling him high above the crowd for a few seconds, he calls down below, "Hey Grog, look what I caught." Grog comes back out from the back and is now standing in the center of the room. Well, well, what do we have here? Methinks he fancies himself an acrobat. Maybe Matilda can do something with an acrobat. Gives a deep throaty chuckle, and the place erupts in various courses of laughter and cheers for Grog and his tavern. The young lad is then taken downstairs and heaved gently through a small door in the northern part of the west wall. The inn's patrons laugh and shout anew, and things return to normal.
I look over at Altariel and I go, "Brother?"
Artillery will run back, walk over to Norville. Where in the west wall did they take him through this door where Norville is?
Yes, they took him past Norville.
Okay. I'm going to grab Norville and bring him back to the table and say, I don't think that concerns us, Norville. At least not at the moment.
I look down at my side and I go,
This food's pretty good.
"Bob mad."
Nikolai, the food is actually spectacular. You are amazed at like you've eaten a lot of fine food in your life, and this stands up to any of it.
Artero motions to Grog and go, my friend, what was that all about?
Oh, just a rabble rouser. We kid a lot here, so don't worry, he's fine.
To make a wisdom check.
That's right. That's right. We believe the farmers too, right?
Yeah.
"Brother."
I rest my hand on Norville's shoulder. Easy, brother.
You think Grog seems sincere, and you also notice that there's less food on your plate than when you left.
I don't need a wisdom check to still get Nikolai's plate.
I think Bob had some. I saw him rolling around there.
Norvell,
I'll pick up my plate and head over to the take a look at the axe too to quickly make my getaway.
okay, Norvell, you have a good sense that Grog could be a friend.
I look at Altariel and I say, "Grog, friend?" Quizzically.
Absolutely. Absolutely. He's given us some information that may be able to get us, allow us to get you some additional help. We are most grateful.
Nikolai, what languages do you read?
Just the basic common and Elvish. I didn't use any of my non-weapon proficiencies for extra languages.
Okay. What are your skills? Might be some insight, depending.
Yeah, well, I have spellcraft, and I suppose observation. I don't know if that might help or not.
Oh, actually, give me a heraldry. In the script, you recognize that there's a insignia that comes from frost giant tribes.
Interesting. I'm going to point that symbol out to Azadar with my fork, with a piece of meat still hanging on it.
He's got -1 on the initiative on that fork, by the way.
I thought it'd been. Yeah, I think he's double specialized
double specialized.
with a fork.
So frost giant.
Is Grog still over there?
Exactly.
Yeah, he's moved over to the corner and is sitting at a table close to the door.
Okay.
Looks deep in thought.
Azadar's going to head down towards Grog.
Actually,
What?
Norvel, can you give me another wisdom check?
Did you get that?
Yeah, I did. I'm whispering to you.
Roger.
You get that?
Yep.
Okay, sorry. So Azadar was going over to Grog?
Yeah, I'm going to try to catch his attention when he's not too busy, and I'm going to inquire about the axe on the wall and ask him what's the story behind it. Looks interesting.
Well, it's from when I came across with my party, we came across a set of overconfident frost giants. They're trophies.
Wow, that must have been quite the group.
Yeah, those were the days when Bearclaw adventured with us. That's in the past for me now. I've settled down.
Oh, it's just of interest. Are there any other, without asking, are there any other weapons or items located in this room or around the room? Or is that the only item?
Yeah, that's the only thing hung. It's right above the fireplace. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm going to head back to the group table.
So Norville leaned over to Arterial, and Arterial looks at the barkeep. What does he see?
Looks like a human.
You got a whisper, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm keeping an eye out at the bar.
Well,
I asked Norville.
the
What is it?
bartender is very busy. He seems like trying to keep up with all the patrons. They're ordering a lot of alcohol while the minstrel's playing.
What is it? What is it? Did you see, Norville? Is there more than one? Or is the man tending bar? I understand. What about him? I I tell Azadar and Nikolai that I think it might be best if we finish our drinks and get back to the tavern. It seems this place is upsetting Norval. I'm going to take him back now. Do you wish to follow?
Yeah, we'll probably should stick together.
Yeah, I'll grab whatever food is left on my plate and kind of and follow them out.
Norval, if you will make sure that Acorn and Bob are with you, I think it's time to go to bed.
Yeah, before you leave, the cook comes out of the kitchen and walks up to Nikolai. She says, "You look like you need some more," and then she gives you a jar with some
Lay
of
it on me.
her stew in it, and it says, "Here you go for a midnight snack."
Oh, why? Thank you. I'm sure this will keep me warm at night.
You look like you need to put on a few pounds.
Well, you might be the only person to think that, but I thank you for your kindness.
So I'm going to lead Norval out, and back to the room.
Okay, sounds
Thank
good.
Grog on the way out.
Says, "What time would you like to come by in the morning?"
Mid morning should be fine.
Okay, I'll see you then. Thank you again.
You're most welcome.
Yes, thank you.
And as we get out into the street, I'm going to talk to Norval a little bit more about what was it about the big ugly that got you so excited, other than him being a big ugly. Did you think he was more than human?
I'm not going to type this out. Yes, I nod. You would know that I call orcs big ugly.
Right.
I nod profusely and point back towards the bar area.
Right. I understand. There's a time and a place to take care of them. This is not the time. Do you understand? Do you understand?
I grab Acorn and I look at Acorn very, very intensely. And then I look to you and I nod yes.
Good. There will be a time and a place. I promise you that. Now let's go get some rest.
Okay, brother.
Okay, you go back to the Hearthfire Inn. Do you say anything to the Widdoms? They're still up because of the excitement.
Seems the stable's caught on fire, but it was able to be put out before it spread.
It is still in good shape, so
Mabel says, "Oh my gosh! Well, that's good that didn't do too much damage."
No, a group got together and was able to put the fire out. So it's been a quite an eventful day. I think we're going to turn in and get some rest.
Well, have a good night. I hope
Can
your
you tell
beds are
me the name?
comfortable.
Can you tell me the name of the blacksmith? I might need to inquire of his services.
Logan Ironhand is his name.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, now you get your long rest.
Okay.
And I think that's a perfect spot to stop for today.
Cool.
nice job, Dwayne.
Yeah.
Thanks,
A
guys.
lot of good time.
Very good.
Good time.
Yep, thank you.
Good interaction.
It
That was fun.
was nice to forget about stuff for a few hours.
Yeah. So true. So true. So guys, I'm making a note of Dagger Rock with all the locations we find out and people. So it's in the public notes. So
Okay.
if you want to add anything to them
Add to
as we
it?
go
Sure.
through, feel free.
So I think if I don't know if we're going to adventure more, we probably need to get some people who are better at the physical side of fighting.
Yeah, we might look out for another fighter, ranger, etc. That would be nice.
Yes,
Agree.
that would work very well.
So we'll be on the lookout for that. And I think for next time, just food for thought. Arturiel is going to try to talk to the blacksmith. First of all, we're going to go, or if the party wants, let's go sell the remaining long swords and longbow and get whatever money we can for them, so we have a little coin.
Yep.
And then Arturiel has weaponsmithing as a skill, so he's going to introduce himself to the blacksmith and ask him about armor, fixing his armor, and if he would consider trading out services, and if not, how much would it cost to fix the armor, etc. And then from there, I guess by that time, the next morning, it would be time to go see Grog.
Yeah, and so with the blacksmith, we could play that out on the Discord if you like. And
That'll be fine.
yeah, and then we'd pick up next session with Grog. So if there's anything you want to, like other people want to do in the town before you go see Grog, we can play that through the Discord if you want in between.
Cool.
So, Dwayne, are we going to roll with 4, or do you have some backups?
Yeah, we just had someone rolling up right before this session, and he actually rolled up a ranger.
Oh, good.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, so that it works very well. Yeah, he got an 18 and a 16. I think his lowest stat was 6. We had some good rolls.
Nice.
Oh, I had a question. John and George, so are you guys on, like, so we're gonna do this every second week, but I was wondering if you guys your Monday game is started next week, or do you guys want to play this? It's up to you.
Well, I've been meaning to get the Monday night game started, but I'm just with everything that I have going on now. It's kind of taken a bit of a back seat. Hopefully by late October, I'll be in a position where things are a little more evened out, and I'll be able to start it. But I'm definitely we can sort of work around each other, I think.
That's cool. Toggle back and forth, sure.
Yeah. Now I'm out next week, Dwayne. If anybody wants to run my character, that's fine. But I am out of town next week.
Okay, so we don't have to land on it for sure, but I'll put it on the Discord and we can discuss and see where we are about running next week or in 2 weeks' time.
Okay.
Cool.
Sure.
Yep.
Mind you, next Monday is Thanksgiving here in Canada.
Oh yeah, so yeah, no, that's not going to be good then. So yeah, it'll be 2 weeks then.
Okay.
Yep. And
Okay.
I'm free all Mondays. This is the only thing I have going. So
Cool.
anytime you want to play, let's do it.
Cool.
Awesome. Thank you very much, gentlemen. That was a great inaugural session for this.
It was fun.
Yeah. Excellent. Thanks, everyone.
Yep.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Dwayne.
All
Thanks,
right.
guys. Have a good week.
Have a good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
All right. Good night.